In November last year, another election took place. This time, the NLD trashed their opponents and won by a greater margin. However, the military did not want to have any of it. The military claimed that they had found evidence of widespread voter fraud and irregularities. However, domestic and international observers have noted that despite having discrepancies and the disenfranchisement of ethnic minorities, this did not amount to widespread voter fraud as what the military had claimed. So the military decided to take things in their own hands and, well, last week arrested many of the NLD leaders and staged a coup. And so this is where Myanmar is at right now. There's a coup, the state of emergency, and people are unhappy about it. So perhaps it's not clear yet why the military is so bad, other than it being a dictatorship of sorts. Right, so let me tell you more about the Myanmar military. So the military in Myanmar is known for its human rights violation. It is known for things such as child soldiers, forced labor, sexual violence, and ethnic repression. There's a long list of things that they have committed in the past decades, but we have no time to go into every single one of them. And so I'm going to put links in the description box below to the reports about these issues and these atrocities that they've committed. Right, so back to the coup. The military has done a lot since the coup started, and one thing is the restriction of communications in and out of the country. In this piece of law in 2013, the law gives the government the right to restrict and block certain kinds of telecommunications in and out of the country, or within the country as well. And the military make full use of it. During the coup itself, internet connectivity dropped to 50% of its usual levels. And eventually, they even banned Facebook. Facebook is actually the most popular website in Myanmar, being synonymous to the internet. And just imagine that being shut down. It definitely created a lot of fear and uncertainty amongst the people of Myanmar. Well, eventually the internet was even shut down totally to block communication between people so that they wouldn't gather on the streets to protest.
I'm sure there will be crimes on the rise. I've even heard of news that the military has released prisoners to come and incite riots or even sow discords among the community, so that the military and the police will have a reason to come in to take action.
And like 2 days before, they raised the Dokinji Foundation, which is named after the late mother of Daw Aung San Suu Kyi. And its purpose is just to help people with the healthcare education. The military raiding that and taking all the money from foundation.
So right now, we're looking at a country that is sick and tired of the military, and with a democratic experiment that sort of failed because of the military actions. But the people are not taking it lying down. Despite strict laws in the country and soldiers being deployed throughout, people are openly showing their opposition towards the military. At night, people were banging pots and pans to drive out the evil in the country and to really just show their opposition. We've also seen thousands and thousands of people going onto the streets to protest against the military. Teachers and healthcare workers have also gone on strike to play their part in this civil disobedience movement that Myanmar is going through right now. Beyond the country, we've also seen people from Myanmar in Thailand, in Japan, protesting in front of the embassy or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Japan to demand the military to be put out of power or for international community to do more for Myanmar. We also see people going onto social media, be it Facebook, Instagram or TikTok, to voice out their concerns, and clearly people are ready to fight for their democracy and are not going to let the military take power without a fight.
All the Myanmar people are doing right now is actually for the future of themselves, of course mainly for their future generations. Because we have been suppressed for too long, and we finally got a glimmer of hope the last 5 years, but then now it's like everything is toppled down. If it goes bad, right, then we'll move back, not 5 years, we'll move back maybe 10 or 20 years to where it was last time. That's why everyone is willing to risk it all. And I'm sure the people on the ground are aware that currently with proof that military is using live ammunitions, military is using live smoke bombs, tear gas, and even the water cannons that they are using is being doused with chemicals. Even though the people on the ground knew this, they still dare to go because they believe in our leader Daw Aung San Suu Kyi, as well as they want to pave a better future for the country.